Okay, today's blog is going to be a little something different. This is going to be about my experience as a merchant, business owner, using HalfOff Depot, Living Social, and Google Deals to promote my business. If I look down, you're wondering what I'm doing, I have a list of topics right here. I wrote down because I don't want to forget anything, because I think it's very important that you listen to this. Those of you that are business owners and you're thinking about using one of those sites, like a Groupon type site, listen to my story. I'm not a Posey's Cupcakes type story. If you don't know what Posey's Cupcake is, go Google it after this and find out for yourself. She had a horrible story. What is HalfOff Depot, Living Social, Groupon? For those of you that don't know, they are coupon sites that give consumers a coupon, a discount for services and products. For instance, I'll just use this one for example. You might get like mine, janitorial. I have a janitorial service. We clean homes, offices, small business, and events. My coupon was you could spend $40, pay to HalfOff, and then they pay me. And you get $90 worth of house cleaning, 2 hours max. $90 is just a round figure of what the retail value would be. My prices actually vary because I do estimates. Obviously, it would vary by home, but you get the idea. Well, anyway, my deal, I started my business in 2006, and I stopped it, and I started working for other people, and I said, now I can't do that anymore. I don't like working for other people at all, okay? I can do it if I have to, but I'd rather be on my own. So I started my own business back up full time, because I was always doing it part time. Last year. And I was thinking, how can I get my name back out there? Because I didn't have any more clients except one, because I wasn't doing it like I did it before. So I said, how can I get my name back out there? Well, a friend of mine told me about Living Social. And he said that it worked well for a photographer friend of his. And she wasn't even a real photographer in the sense of she made a living by doing this. This is just something she did freelance. So she did that. And apparently he said it worked very well for her. Well, I did a little bit of investigation. And I do mean a little. And I talked to Living Social. At the time they weren't accepting people. So I applied for HalfOff Depot, which is basically similar. The same thing basically. And what I thought it would do for my business, I knew, now some business owners, they've had bad experiences, and the comments that I've seen on business forums that people put are similar to things like, well, why didn't you do research first? You should have done some kind of financial research to say, okay, what's it going to cost me? Am I going to lose money? Am I going to make money? I did. Okay, I said, I listened to the deal that HalfOff gave me, and I said, okay, let me think about it, So I said, I can make X amount of money. Well, actually, let me be straight up with you. The deal, as I described before, was $40, okay? The consumer paid $40 to HalfOff. Then they took a percentage, which left me with $24. That's nowhere near what I make for a 2-hour house cleaning. I don't go by the hour, but you get my point. It's nowhere near what I make. I knew that going in. I knew I wouldn't be making profit, but I said, this will be a good way for me to get my name out. Because I've been out of circulation so long, it doesn't cost any upfront money. I said, hey, this would be good to get my name out. I know I'm not going to make any money, but think about what it would do. These people, once they see how good we are, will come back and be, not all of them, but I'm assuming many of these people will come back and be good, full-time or regular customers. So I started thinking, I said, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a good deal. So I signed up, okay? Started doing homes. It's, as of this video, it's 2013. It's March, the end of March. I started doing it last year, 2012, at the beginning of September, end of August. And I'm just finishing. I'm no longer accepting vouchers and coupons. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so that's what I thought it would do for my business. Bring back return customers. Let me tell you about coupon customers, guys. They have done studies. This is documented. Coupon chasers. Now, we all use coupons from time to time, most of us. But they have there's a certain kind of consumer that chases coupons, so to speak. And these people do not become regular customers because I can do an excellent job. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, I had a client and he said, when he was booking his cleaning coupon client, he said, yes, I have this half-off depot voucher, but you guys have a tough act to follow because the last cleaning crew that was here did an excellent job. And I immediately thinking to myself, well, if they did so well, why don't you call them back to come and do a good job again? And this was last week, okay? I'm thinking, boom, coupon chaser. He's not going to call back. But I book him anyway because, you know, I signed this contract or whatever, and it's not, which I'm going to get into that later. And it's not, his coupon isn't expired, so fine. So what I thought it would do was create return customers. What it really did for my business was bog me down. I'm talking about December. If I could show you my planner right now, December was like this. Because everybody's trying to get their house clean before Christmas. I sold, Living Social called me back later during the beginning of my half-off deal because they saw it was on half-off. And they called me, and me still being new to this, I said, oh, that's great. Yeah, I'll sign up with you guys too. The one thing I do like about Living Social is whatever you get, however many vouchers you sell, 10 days after the voucher sale ends, they send you all your money up front. Whereas with Half Off Depot, as each customer books, they give you their confirmation code. You got to enter that, and the money is sent as the customers book. Each time they book, you enter it. You know, it's like bi-weekly. I don't like that. I haven't had bi-weekly pay since I worked for somebody. Like, I'm used to getting paid right away. I want my money up front. So that's one thing I will say about Living Social. I got a nice little check up front. But let me tell you this. Out of over 100 people, yeah, I've serviced over 100 people here in the Atlanta area, homes, all different shapes, sizes, but just in a 2-hour slot. Only about 6 or 7 customers return. That's no exaggeration. Yes, I do follow-ups. I send out Christmas cards with my own in-house coupons to my voucher customers as an incentive to get them to come back. I call them. I do all kind of outreach just to keep them in the loop. I don't spam them or anything. You know, I have a Facebook page where I put coupons on there to encourage them to come back. My own coupons to encourage them to come back. But 6 or 7 people have returned out of over 100 people. Let me tell you straight up, I'm not beating around the bush. Don't do this. This is not good for any business. I'm not griping because I didn't make a profit. I knew I wouldn't make a profit. Oh, and let me tell you, a lot of people that chase coupons, they don't tip. Many of my customers did tip, and I'm grateful. A tip is not required, but I always get tips from my full-time clients, at least the first time or here and there, you know. And if they were full-time clients, I wouldn't be griping so much because I'd say to myself, well, at least these people, you know, came and they're a regular customer, they're a good customer. You're getting a one-time service. You're not paying that much anyway. You know, people need to know. Y'all, if y'all use these Groupons, you need to know when you pay $40, the business is not getting that $40. Like if you pay for a $50 meal at a restaurant that would usually be $100, the business doesn't get 50. They maybe get 25, if that. You know, I've read deals before where it says the company like HalfOff, Depot, Groupon, Living Social will get 100% of the deal. And I'm like, who would sign up for that? Like, I at least need some money to pay people, you know? So, anywho, well, I cut it off early. All my deals end at the end of this month, or they all expire at the end of March of this year. But I'm not taking them anymore. It's not too many people left. I made a few exceptions. Like I know there's one lady that I booked hers way long ago, and I would feel bad canceling it. But I had people calling me, and I said, we're not taking those anymore. I'm sorry. But what I did was I offered an alternative, and it's something, if you're stuck in a deal right now and you can do this, you may want to say we're not accepting those vouchers anymore. But here's an alternative. What I did was I offered an in-house coupon. And my coupon, just give you an idea, is $20 off of a regular home cleaning, which of course I'd have to go do an estimate first because I've never been to their home. But I had, of the 7 people that have called so far that I had to turn down, about 2 or 3 have scheduled estimates with that coupon because they still want their home cleaned. Guys, this is not working. Okay, the reason I canceled early was because for me as a business owner, it was not generating profits, which I knew from the jump. Number 2, it was not bringing back customers, which I did not know. I figured some of the people would see, not everybody, of course, but a good majority of the people would see how good our work is, and I'll try to post some pictures at the end so you all can see what we do. They'd see that and they'd be like, whoa, I want you coming back, you know? Even if it's just once a month, every 2 months, you know, bi-monthly. That didn't happen. And number 3, the feeling that I would get, I was not motivated to promote my business. I felt like I was stuck. Keep in mind, it's March 2013. I've been doing this since August, late August, early September 2012. I'd go out every day. I had to do one of these, which was frequent. And I'd just be like, ugh. Because the first few months, I was hype. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. Come on, let's do this, you know. This is going to be great, and I can do this and that. The other part was my workers. I would only have one other person come with me because that's all I could afford. Usually a friend, you know, that needed some extra work on the side because I could only give them $15. I'm being straight up with you guys. I usually don't give out financials because I think that's personal. But I'm letting you know how crappy this is. And I hate to sound so unprofessional, but it's crappy, you know. There aren't too many businesses that I suggest this for. There's only about 1 or 2, and I'll talk about those in a moment. My workers, I couldn't do good wages because I was only getting $20, $24. I could only give my worker like $15, and then I would split a tip if we got a tip. That was nice. But it still doesn't come close to what I make. In 2 hours, I can make $75 to $100 by myself. Okay, so why would I take 2 hours to make $5 after I pay my own worker? Or just make $20 by myself? That's trash to me. So a good business, the business would be good for would be a business where no matter, well, first let me say, I'm taking this idea. I saw this on a business message board, and this is a good suggestion. A theater that puts on plays. Let's say you can't sell tickets as fast as you need to for a play. Put it on HalfOff Depot. Put it on Living Social. Do like a week run for your ticket, you know, at a discount, because the price doesn't fluctuate based on the people in the audience. Anything where costs fluctuate, and that's darn near every business. Because I hear a lot of, like a friend of mine that I do some stuff with, some business with, he runs a restaurant, Indian restaurant. He said, oh, we tried it, but it didn't work well. You know, he said, we sold like 3 coupons. I'm kind of happy because I didn't like the sound of it, but I tried it anyway. He said, and it's not good for restaurants. It's horrible for restaurants, okay? Restaurants, don't do Groupon. Don't do these Groupon, Living Social, half off, Google deals. Don't do it. He said probably good for service businesses. I'm like, service businesses. People think that because we don't have to buy food or something like restaurants do, or products like retail companies do, that is good. No. Gas, for me, cleaning supplies, paper towel, I go to paper towel like that. You know, gas, cleaning supplies, paper products, and my time. I don't want to go out, and time is precious. I can get money again, but time is not forever. And you don't want to be wasting your time. The rule of business is to generate customers, money. That's what the rule of business is, unless you're charity or something like that and you're just doing it out of the goodness of your heart. If you're a for-profit business, the rule is to make money and to get customers and leads, and this ain't it. I'm warning you, don't do it. I did not like it. Let me see if I'm missing anything here as I wrap this up. I got around it at the end. Well, let me talk about this. Some alternatives that you guys might want to use. I got these ideas off a message board as well, and they sound good. Instead of using a Groupon or something like that, make up your own coupon. Make your own in-house coupon and offer it to new customers. Quality work, you should be paid quality prices for quality work. I'm sorry, but I just can't go out every day knowing that I'm doing something for nothing. And I ask for some advice from some friends, family. And you know, when people don't have their own business, when it's not what they do, when they work for somebody else, sometimes they don't get it. I got a lot of, well, I don't think you should stop doing it or just cut it off. I think you should finish what you start. Why? To be able to say I did it? Like, I went long enough. There were times where I'd be on silent protest. Like, I'd stay up all night researching stuff, you know, and I was so drained sometimes from doing this. It wasn't so physical as it was mental. Just knowing I was doing this to no gain. Because in the beginning, again, I was psyched. I was like, this is going to be great. I had no problem going out, doing 2 a day, knocking them out, you know, every day of the week. I didn't have an issue because I'm like, some of these people are going to call me back. When I found out that wasn't the case, and I started researching, and there have been studies done that these coupon chasers don't return. They just go to another coupon service. I started getting very, I didn't care. Like, if I'm done with something, I'm done. And I'm done with this. And I hope you guys don't use it. I advise you not to use it. I don't care what how they try to sell you, because they will try to sell you. I mean, it's their job. I'm not blaming them. I am and I'm not, but that's not the point of this video. The point is, don't use them. Groupon and those other type companies do not. Let me see if I'm leaving out anything. I think that's it, and I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll answer any questions you ask, and I'm happy to discuss this issue with you further. Inbox me. I'm going to post some pictures, hopefully. I'll be able to do that so you can see our work. Because the work is not the reason they return. They're just coupon chasers. That's what they do. So you got to be aware of this and know that this is not something that's going to grow your business. It's not. It's going to drive you crazy. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.